work our way from child's pose into some core strengthening and engagement and balance with that. So make your way to child's pose. And then, as I always say, there's so many different ways you can be in child's pose. So thinking about knees wide or narrow, letting the body come between the legs or fall on top. And then just settle in, setting the hips back, reaching back, reach the fingertips forward. Maybe even just take one cheek, the other cheek down, just get a little bit of rotation. And then find your forehead to the mat. As you start to settle in, breathe in and out through the nose. Big, long breaths. Allow your breath to inflate the upper, middle, and lower back. And then exhale, allow it to lengthen from the tailbone through the top of the head. Inhale to rise, to take up space, to fill the body. And then exhale to soften, to find more space between the joints, to reach through the fingertips. Continuing with your length of inhale. And as you exhale, see if you can take just a little scan of the body from the fingertips, moving into the front and back of the arms, moving through the shoulders, taking your awareness into the front and back of the chest, the middle and low back and belly, down into the hips, the front and back of the legs, into the knees, the calves, the tib anterior, and then softening through the feet on the ankles, the toes on the feet, the fingers on the hands. And on your next inhale, reach farther through the fingertips, lengthen and push the hips back, so a little bit more active. And then exhale, walk the hands over to the right. So find this side body stretch. Continue to ground through that left hip. See if you can reach your left pinky finger farther to the corner edge of your mat. Really open up through that side body. On an inhale, take it forward. Big reach and stretch, find the length. Exhale, walk the hands over to the left. Ground through the right hip all the way into the right pinky finger. Inhale, take the hands back forward. And then from here, walk the hands underneath the shoulders, come into tabletop. From tabletop, release the toes, tops of the feet, hit the mat. And then from here, let's go ahead and find that core strengthening stability we talked about. So elongate the right arm forward. As you take the right arm forward, pull that right shoulder back towards the hips. Pull the belly button up to spine so you almost have a little bit of a rounded back. And then from here, I want us to think about extending that left leg back, but keep it on the ground to start. And then just see if you can shoot energy through your right fingertips and your left heel as strong as you can. As you reach through fingertips and heel, also lift, reach and lift, reach and lift. Continue to keep the hips and the shoulders square. Plant firmly through that left hand. You're going to feel that engagement, that rumbling, a little bit of heat building in that midsection. And then on an inhale, I want you to actually lift that left heel off the ground. So find your spinal balance. Continue to breathe into all the spaces between the shoulders and the hips. On an inhale, lengthen more. Reach reach. Exhale, tuck it around, pause underneath. I want you to really pause here, pushing through that left hand, and then you're drawing your elbow into your knee. Create space through the upper back. See if you can let the top of your head come down towards the knee. Round, find your balance. That shaking is good. We're engaging, we're shaking. On an inhale, lengthen, find that reach and stretch. We'll do one more. Pause and hold for a breath. Inhale to lengthen, exhale, tuck it around, pause underneath again. See if you can crunch more. Flex with lots of strength. I know you're all so strong. Press through that left hand, tuck the head. Embrace that heat building, that little bit of rumbling as the core engages. And then inhale to lengthen. Exhale, set the hand down, come into child's pose. Maybe change up your knees wider or longer just for a second. Give that left arm a little break. Coming into a child's pose, reach the hips back, the fingertips and head forward. And then an inhale, walk the hands back towards the body. Find your tabletop. Left arm comes out to start. Draw the left shoulder back. Hips and shoulders are square. And then extend through that right heel. Keep the toes on the ground to start. Really shoot the length through the fingertips of the heel. See if you can keep, again, pointing the heart and the belly button towards the mat. Your hip's gonna wanna go in or out depending on your flexibility. So see if you can continue to shoot the energy through the right hand, the right heel. And then when you're ready, lift and lengthen that right heel up. Keep holding. Keep pulling that belly button into the mid-back. And then when you're ready, draw the elbow underneath, tuck and round and hold, pause. Find this little balance challenge as you balance on just the right hand and the left shin, top of the left foot. Keep flexing everything underneath. See if you can drop your head. And then one more. Inhale to lengthen. Actively grab through the foot and the hand. Next, exhale, send everything underneath. Tuck it around. Crunch as hard as you can. Squeeze everything into the midline. Think of that eagle pose where you're squeezing everything into midline. Hold that flex position. Keep breathing. And then inhale to lengthen. Exhale to bring it down. And then one more time, child's pose. This time, turn the palms up. And then see if you can take the pinkies to the sky and the thumbs down towards the mat. So you're going to breathe in more to the lats and the upper back. On an inhale, turn the palms over, walk the hands towards the body, tuck the toes, shift back, find your down dog. Down dog, push your hands and feet evenly, hips up to the sky. Walk your dog breathing into the back of the legs. Those shoulders should be pretty warm after that, so see if you can press actively through the knuckles and the fingertips. Soften the knees, look towards the top of your mat, walk, step, or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, strong with the back. Exhale, fold. Two more just like that. Inhale, draw length from tailbone through top of the head. Exhale, fold. One more, strong tabletop, draw the shoulders back towards the hips. Exhale to fold. We're coming all the way up to standing. Inhale, send the arms up to lift, press through the feet. Big, strong lift here. And then exhale, twist open to the right. Knees are soft. Look over that right shoulder and then reach the arms out to the front and the back of the room as you breathe into the left side neck. Keep the knees soft so you're almost in a little high chair here. Big inhale to reach more to the front and the back of your mat. Exhale, draw the left arm behind to the low back. Breathe more into that left side neck. Exhale, release the gaze and the arms. Everything comes forward. Big reach and stretch. Exhale, twist to your left. Knees are soft. Reach the arms to the front and back of the space that you're in. Inhale, send the gaze over the left shoulder. Keep drawing the shoulder blades down and back behind you. When you're ready, take that right arm behind to that low back. Draw that right shoulder down and away from the ear. On an inhale, send everything forward, big reach and stretch. Exhale, take that right arm underneath the left, eagle arms. You got this. 2 times, inhale, send it up. Maybe even come on your toes for a little challenge. Your gaze comes up, your forearms come up. Exhale, take the forearms back in front of the face, elbows in line with the shoulders. That's 1. 1 more just like that. Tracing those arms in front of the face, up to the sky, look towards the fingers. And then exhale, set the arms back, set the hips back with it. Come into a mini chair position, find the strength in your legs. Squeeze everything to midline like we did in our warm-up. Push the hips back so the weight's back behind you. Knees are soft, but you're still grounding through all 4 corners of the feet. Feel the engagement of the belly button pulling to the low back. And then lengthen from tailbone to top of the head. So this is core strengthening right here. Think about your everything hugging into midline. On an inhale, come up, release, big reach and stretch. Other arm, left arm comes underneath, eagle arms. 2 times trace, stretch through that upper back. Inhale, bring it up. Forearms come up, elbows lift, reach towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring the arms in front of the body. 1 more, inhale, take it up. Exhale, as you bring the arms down, you're slowly bringing the hips back. Chair pose. Squeeze everything to midline. Think about, again, shooting your energy from top of the head towards the tailbone, pulling everything up and back. For 3, 2, inhale, take it up, release the arms, big reach and stretch. Exhale, tee the arms flat in the back, forward fold, come all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we're gonna plant the hands and step the right leg back, coming into a low lunge. As we step the right leg back, we're gonna drop that right knee, untuck the toes. Inhale to send it up. Kneeling lunge, you got this. And then exhale, twist over that left side. As we come into this twist, this can be a balance challenge. So continue to push that left knee down through all 4 corners of the foot. And then option here to take the gaze over the left shoulder. Same as before, you could take the right arm behind the low back or maybe even reverse. Tick-tock the arms up to the sky. And then breathe deeper into this right side of the body. Inhale, bring the arms back into the T position, and then face forward, square and frame that left foot, tuck the right toes, send the body up, stack for high lunge. We're gonna come right into high lunge second side. Continue again, you should be able to see your big left toe, knee is stacked, big reach and stretch. Exhale, come to your left side, side bend. Reach this left arm down actively. Open up through the right side body. Beautiful work, everybody. Inhale to bring it up. And then exhale, frame that left foot. Step the left foot back, find your down dog. From down dog, soft knees, look towards the top of your mat. Walk, step, or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Reverse swan dive. Stand up tall, bring it up. You got this. Big reach and stretch. Exhale, tee the arms. We're coming right back down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, find your down dog. From down dog, we're gonna send that left leg forward, drop the right knee. So opposite leg this time. And if I mess that up, I'm sorry, do the other side. As we come into the kneeling lunge, stack the shoulders over the hips. Ground down through the forward right foot. Arms come up, big reach and stretch. Exhale, twist to your right. Pause. The arms are active here. They're reaching to the front and back of the mat. And then for a little bit more stretch into that left side body or whatever side you're on, you're gonna tick-tock that forward arm up to the sky. Reach the back arm down to the lower leg. And then breathing into that left side body. It's okay if you fumble around a little bit. This is definitely a balance challenge. Especially if you try to close your eyes. And inhale, tucks the arms back into that T position. Square and frame that right foot. Tuck the left toes, come into high lunge second side. Reach and stretch as you lift out of the hips and the shoulders. Exhale, reach through that right arm. Big side body stretch. Pull that left hip up and back. On an inhale, reach forward. We're going to turn to the long edge of our mat wherever we are. And as we turn to the long edge of our mat, we're wide-legged forward fold, toes point forward, stacking with the knees and the ankles. Hands come at the hips, elbows together behind you, and then start to fall forward with your heart, wide-legged forward fold. Coming all the way down, take the hands underneath the shoulders, soften through the knees. From here, we're going to plant through the right hand, take the left hand at our hip, and then inhale, draw the heart up to the sky. Exhale, square and come back. Inhale, draw the heart up to the sky, rotate the shoulder up and back. Exhale, square forward fold. One more just like that. Inhale, rotate up, lengthen through the left arm on this time and hold and pause. If this is too much, you might take your right arm up to that right thigh for a little bit more support. Just getting that twisting motion in that spine through the organs. Breathe into that deep belly space. Exhale, take that floating left arm all the way down. Take the hands underneath the shoulders. Press through left hand, right hand comes on the right hip. Inhale, just a little bit of a twist, similar to tabletop. Rotate the heart up to the sky. Maybe the gaze comes with you. Exhale, square the shoulders and the heart towards your mat. Inhale, rotate up just a few inches with your breath. Shoot your energy through that tailbone and top of the head. So keep the spine long. Last one, inhale, bring it up, pause. Extend through that right arm. Hold in, breathe into this twist. Remember your option to come higher for more support onto that left thigh. Keep lengthening through the back of the leg, shooting the hips up and back. On an exhale, release that right arm down. And then from here, we're coming into frog. So taking the support that you need, hands come on both thighs here, set the hips back. You might be able to come a little bit lower, hips come below knees, and then even push your triceps into your legs to open up through your hips. So just take your frog, wherever that frog sits for you, and just take a few moments to breathe into those hips. Let's take 3 big breaths. One more. On your exhale, set the hips up, forward fold wherever you're at. And then walk your hands back to the top of your mat. Take the back foot up to meet the front foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. One more time standing. Inhale, bring it up. Big reach and stretch. Beautiful. Opening up through the front of the body. Cactus the arms. Drive the elbows into the sides of the body. Let the heart shine. 2 more just like that. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, open up the arms. It can be any shape with the arms that feels good to open up through your body. 1 more. Inhale, bring it up. Open and breathe. Pause. We're going to take the arms behind us, reaching for wrist, forearms, elbows, or even interlacing all 10 fingers. Opening up through the heart again. Broadening through the collarbones. Standing tall. We're going to take a few neck circles here. First, we're going to look over the right shoulder, breathing into that left neck space. Exhale, take the chin back towards the heart. Inhale over the left shoulder. And taking these half circles as long as you'd like. If you want to turn them into full circles, give yourself permission to do that. Take 1 more in each direction. And then as we come through center, we're pause. We'll tuck the chin to the chest towards the heart, and we'll come down for a forward fold. Feel free to adjust your arm bind If you want to take a different shape with those arms, let the head hang heavy. Breathe into the back of the shoulders, the back of the legs. See if you can let your head hang heavy. On an exhale, release the arms, stay in your forward fold. Gently walk your hands and your feet out to find your down dog. And from down dog, we're gonna inhale to float the right leg high. And as we float the right leg through, we're gonna find pigeon pose. So take the knee towards the right hand, the other to the left. And then you're gonna come back on that hip. If you have pillows, props, you might stack something underneath this right hip. And as we come down in pigeon pose, remember all your options. So you can come to a reclined pigeon on your back, which I'll show in a second. You might take this left leg up to take a little bit of pressure off. And either way, you can walk your arms out and come into a sleeping pigeon. We'll be here for about a minute. So breathing into that right hip, take the option that's best for you. If that reclined pigeon is best, you might make your way to your back. Whatever your shape you're in, the goal of breathing into that hip and then using your breath to train that mental muscle to stay focused and present in just your yoga right now. On an inhale, start to walk the hands back towards the body. Tuck the toes, shoot the floating leg up. If you want to take a scorpion dog, you might take that right hip over the left. Press evenly through your right and left hand, knuckles and fingertips. Exhale to float the right leg down. Inhale, float the left leg up, and then draw the left leg through to the top of your mat, towards your hands. Caterpillar that right leg back slowly. Use props to stack underneath your left hip. Remember, your options are the same on this side, and you might have to take different options if your hips feel different, which is pretty normal in most bodies. With your next inhale, walk your hands back towards your body. Tuck the toes, float the leg back behind you, stack left hip over right, scorpion dog. Exhale to plant the left leg down, down dog. And then walk the hands towards the feet towards the hands. Come into a little ball shape. And as you come into a little ball shape, you're on the balls of your feet stretching through the toes. And then just let your head come heavy. Stretch through the upper back. If you want to take a little bit of a twist here, you might walk your hands to the right side. And then off to the left. Coming back through center. We're going to roll onto our hips and our glutes. Sit our feet in front of us. And as we come down to ground, we asked for a little core strengthening today in the beginning. So I'll challenge you to sit tall through the sit bones, broaden through the collarbones, open up through the palms, ground through the feet, and then slowly with control, see if you can lower yourself down. And at any time, use your hands for support next to you. You might even take your hands underneath your legs. And just take your time to come all the way down to your back. As you make your way to your back, we'll prepare for our hips. So the heels are about 6 inches away from our glutes. Palms are going to be down here. Draw your shoulders underneath the body. And then an inhale, pressing and engaging through the core and arms. Take the hips open to the sky. And pause for a moment here. Gaze is going to be at your belly button. See if you can shift your way into the heels. Squeeze the glutes more. Lift and open the hips higher. Feel your glutes engage. This should actually feel pretty good. Hopefully no one's getting a cramp out there. And then inhale, bring that weight into the toes, lift the heels. And then feel the hamstrings and calf engage more. We'll do that one more time. Take the heels down, shift your weight into the heels, maybe even slightly lift the toes. Squeeze the glutes. Take your focus and energy and strength into those glutes. Open up the hips. Draw strength into the back by driving the shoulders down into the ground, all the way to the back of the arms and the fingertips. On an exhale, slowly transition, moving the weight into your toes, lifting up the heels, and then engaging the calves into the hamstrings. Continuing to press through the arms for support. Exhale, find an even balance of all 4 corners of both feet. And then take your time as slow as we came down for that reverse crunch. See if you can take your time lowering from upper, middle, and low back as the spine comes slowly down to rest. And then just taking a moment, maybe windshield wipering the legs right and left. We'll go into happy baby pose next. So as you feel ready to transition, drive the knees into the armpits, feet up to the sky. First and second finger around the big toes or outside edges of the feet. And then from there, see if you can push your low back into the mat. You might even keep your shoulders, neck, and head on the ground. Tuck your chin, making a double chin, and just feel the spine make contact with the mat underneath you. Big breaths into the hips and into the back here. And then on an exhale, drive the knees together. Big hug around the shins. Lengthen through the top of the head and the tailbone. Press your spine into your mat. One more big squeeze, everything through center, just like we started. And then exhale, release. Find your final resting pose, your Shavasana. Taking 1 minute to be in complete stillness, just focusing on our breathing. Big intentional inhale through the nose. Release the lips, audible exhale. 2 more just like that. Inhale. Exhale. On this one, maybe lift the arms overhead, lengthen through the toes. Big good afternoon stretch. Draw the knees up to the chest. Give yourself one more little hug and massage of that low back. permission to stay in your Shavasana or take more shapes and continue your practice, or make your way up to a comfortable seated position. And we'll take one breath to close us out today on this sunny Thursday. Sitting tall, retracting the shoulders, open up through the whole front of the body, big reach and stretch. Exhale, hands come to heart center. It's been an honor to guide you today, ducks. You all rock. Namaste.